Right guys, welcome back to another video, and as you can see, if you watched any of my videos before, we are in a different space. Wow! Right, so basically I'm planning to go on holiday soon and I'm making some videos before I go. I'm just in a completely different area. It's actually quite a lot nicer, a lot lighter in here than it is in my old room. Well, not my old room, my actual room. But yeah, that's the reason why I'm not in the usual dark, kind of bluey room that I'm usually in. But I thought, let's make a video right now, because there was something that I was watching last night that I thought was very interesting. And I really enjoyed it. Now, let's talk about the Women's Euros. Right, so when we get into it, I just wanted to talk about the Women's Euros, because I was watching it and I've been watching most of the games as I go through, mainly because I've got nothing else to do. I've been very bored, as you can tell. I've also been watching the NBA Summer League. Go and subscribe to my other channel. It's a great channel. We have a lot of fun over there. But yeah, so I was watching the Women's Euros, and I'm supporting probably... I really wanted to support Northern Ireland, but oh god, it's depressing. Northern Ireland are very bad. Because I'm Irish, my family are Irish, so I thought, let's support Northern Ireland. However, they lost their first game 4-1 versus Norway, and they lost their second game 2-0 versus Austria. Not the greatest start, and they're probably going to come fourth. I did actually do a predictor of the whole Euros, the Women's Euros, and I put Northern Ireland second, so they would get through the group. It looks like I'm an idiot. And just a bit of a disclaimer, right? I've never really watched women's football. I watched the women's Leicester team. That was a bit depressing as well. I think we lost 9-0 in the season last time against Chelsea. Not a good time that was. But I do watch them, and I watched the first division of women's football. But I just thought, let's talk about the games that have happened so far and some of the games I've watched. Right, so starting off with the opener, England versus Austria. I was quite impressed with England defensively. However, they did look a bit shaken up playing at Old Trafford. I think it was a record amount of people that has ever been played in front of in a women's game. Anyway, it was a good game, but it was a bit shaky and kind of a bit boring. But it was a good game and not a bad one. Beth Mead, I think that's how you say her name, got the goal. Very impressive. I then did watch the Northern Ireland versus Norway game. So I actually didn't watch all of it because I thought it was really depressing, because they scored at 10 minutes, at 13 minutes, and at 31 minutes. And I thought, I'm not watching us get absolutely battered. So I switched off. Northern Ireland then did score at 49 minutes, came out strong, but then did concede another goal at 54 minutes. So really, was it a massive goal? At least the fans had something to cheer about a little bit, but when it's 3-1 down at that time, it's not really that exciting. Norway had 21 shots. Northern Ireland had 7. 2 on target to 11 on target. Depressing, I tell you. I did also watch the Spain versus Finland game as well. Finland did score first in the first minute. I was gassed because Spain were meant to be like the favourites until one of their best players tore their ACL. Me and her, twins. I've torn my ACL as well, if you couldn't tell, but yeah, good times. However, that one shot on target was one of 2 of their shots on target the whole game. Spain then did have 32 shots on target, 32 shots on target, and had 78% possession. 78% possession. Incredible. Great team performance. Great team performance by Spain. In the end of it, obviously had a slow start conceding that goal, but then by the end of it, scored at 26 minutes, scored at 41 minutes, scored at 75 minutes, and scored in the 95th minute. Now, the reason I'm not saying their names is because I'm not sure how to pronounce any of their names. Even the Spanish ones are bad enough. The Finnish one, I'll put it on screen now. If anyone wants to tell me how you pronounce that in the comments, let me know. So allegedly it's Salstrom. It's not as hard as I thought it was, to be fair. It's just all the accents scare me greatly. However, Finland, I respect the chance, but it seemed like from that minute onwards they were trying to play so defensive that it was never going to work. Then the next game that I wanted to talk about was Germany versus Denmark. However, I did not watch this game. Looking from the stats, it wasn't well, it was quite dominant. Germany had 22 shots to Denmark's 6. However, Germany beat Denmark 4-0. Well done the Germans, I really, really appreciate that. Then we've had a draw for Portugal versus Switzerland. To be fair, it seems like Portugal should have won that game, to be honest, even though Switzerland scored in the 2nd and 5th minute, and Portugal had to come back to win. As you can tell, I'm not very clued up on women's football. I don't really know anyone, and I know the England team, and that's about it. So when I was making that predictor table, I had no idea who was good. I put Northern Ireland would finish second in the group. They're going to finish bottom, for sure. Then we had the Netherlands versus Sweden, 1-1. Very even game, actually. This is probably the most even game which I found. 51% possession for Sweden to the Netherlands' 49%. It's probably a good game. Again, didn't watch that one. But it was quite busy that day. Belgium versus Ireland. Now, this was one that was surprising. Good luck if you can say her name. Either of their names, to be honest. Shall we see how you pronounce it? I'm really sorry, I've got no idea how to say either of their names. I've just listened to the commentary. I can't hear what he's saying. It's crazy. I don't. If anyone knows how to say these two people's names, please help, because that is a name which you would not want to be read out on your register in your class. That seems like awful. That second name. I don't know how anyone's pronouncing that. But fair play to Iceland. I think Belgium were probably the favourites in that one. So fair play to Iceland for getting a result there. Well done. Now this France one, France beat Italy 5-1, and someone got a hat trick. Again, can't say a name, but really well done. The stats actually make it seem quite even, to be fair. France's kit, by the way, a sublime kit. Absolutely beautiful kit. If you can't see it, I hope this is the French men's kit as well for the World Cup. Beautiful, honestly, amazing. I might actually do a video reviewing all of the women's kits because they're amazing. Some of these are amazing. The England one's beautiful, and the French one's beautiful. A lot of them are so good. I really appreciate them all. Unlucky Italy, you lost. Well done to the French. Took your chances. Now Austria versus Northern Ireland. I did watch this game until about 20 minutes in when Austria scored their first goal. Then I thought, not doing that anymore, and then it turns out that they lost 2-0. Better performance, actually no it wasn't. Austria then had 19 shots to Ireland's 4, Northern Ireland's 4, which is very reminiscent of the first game. I dread to think what it's going to be like for England, because moving on to England, oh gosh, this was not a good one for Norway. Now I was told Norway was meant to be quite good. It seems not. They had 4 shots, 1 on target, and had 35% possession. The game was done by it was done by half-time. I don't like to say, lads. But it was absolutely finished. I think it was 6-0 by half-time. Let me check. Yes, it was 6-0 by half-time. The penalty from Georgia Stanway started it off. Lauren Hemp then came in with a goal. White then scored at 29 and 41 minutes. Beth Mead got a hat-trick, and Russo, I hope I'm saying your name right, I really do apologise, scored as well. England are scary, so scary. In my opinion, the 2 best teams I've watched so far, and I haven't watched France and stuff play, but Spain and England are the best 2 teams in it for me. Very impressed with both of them. How Spain plays a team is really good, and England as well. And for once, watching England isn't boring. England is one of the most boring teams, especially the men's team is so boring to watch. So seeing them actually try, when I saw that 1-0, I was like, oh, it's the England men's team all over again. However, when I watched this one, I was really impressed with how they played, and a lot of the women's games are a lot more expansive and a lot more fun to watch, and a lot more easy to watch in my opinion, than some of the international men's games. They're so boring. But I really am enjoying watching the Women's Euros, and I might actually do a kit review. By the way guys, I forgot to say thank you for watching, so if you have watched this far, I really do appreciate you, and thank you for watching.